Welcome to our previews of the 2020-21 Goldey-Beacom College Athletics year. We're talking with Goldey-Beacom cross country and track and field coach Andy Shearer. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Hey, my pleasure.
Coach, how good is it to get back on the track this year in the jumping pits and the throwing areas?
It's been great, Derek. I got to tell you, the kids have been bothering me for a year now, waiting for this opportunity to get back out there and start being competitive again, not only with each other but with themselves. And it really feels good to be able to get out there and rake the pits and take care of things. And they're ready to go. They really are.
Training, it seems like you guys are always practicing, always see you guys outside, but how have things gone with no competition last year?
Well, I will tell you, staying motivated, you're talking about a year's worth of missed opportunity. So staying motivated has been difficult, but I've been able to kind of keep in touch with them, and they've been, for the most part, able and willing to get back to this point. So keeping them motivated has been difficult, but we're in the same boat with everybody else, but I think they're ready to go now.
The men's team, you got a lot of quality student athletes coming back, some great newcomers. What are you looking at for the team this year?
I will tell you, I'm most impressed with my throws team right now. I've got my top three throwers include freshman Xavier Pates, sophomore Jordan Sheaton, and junior Eli Taylor. The three of them are going to compete with anybody in the CACC. I'm excited about having them. Middle distance, Peter Wolfel, who's a transfer over from Germany. Top 800 kid, he's a 155, will compete for a conference championship along with Chris Townsend, who's also another middle distance strong guy. And we brought in about a dozen new men that are really ready to step in. Depth has always been a problem here. We won't have that problem this year.
And also showing depth is the women's team. I mean, certainly great newcomers back from the 2019 campaign and great newcomers. What are you looking at for the team this year?
Kayla Cook is healthy finally, and she's my top sprinter, 100, 200. She'll vie for a conference championship. I've got 9 women that have come in this year that are all brand spanking new. So again, depth is not an issue. The throws team will be strong with Angel Williams and Tiara Martin. So I'm really excited about what's going to happen for the women's team.
And with coaching big teams with big rosters, that comes with a lot of recruiting. So what are we looking at as far as what you've done in recruiting and bringing kids to Goldey-Beacom?
Well, we were able to bring in over 20 new athletes this past spring into the fall. Looking ahead, the new recruiting is a little bit more problematic because high school kids are having the same problem that colleges didn't have. They didn't have that competition last year. So that's been a little slower than we'd like, but again, we're in the same boat with every other college around, trying to get those athletes who only have sophomore performances to work on. But I think we're having some good conversations, and we're talking about the benefits and value of not just being an athlete at Goldey-Beacom, but being a student at Goldey-Beacom as well. And I think that's been really beneficial for us.
And finally, just your overall goals for this year.
Well, I tell you, the women were 12th in the conference 2 years ago. The biggest problem there was depth. We won't have that problem this year. I fully expect us to be in the top 7. On the men's side, we were 9th 2 years ago, but we were only 7 points out of 5th place, Derek. And that means that we're right there. So I fully believe we're a top 5 team on the men's side, and we really could be top 3 if the throwers do what I think they can do and the distance team comes together. We're in good shape.
Well, Coach, best of luck this year. Of course, we're all rooting for you. It's first games in almost a year, and it's great to have you back on the track. That is Goldey-Beacom track and field and cross country coach Andy Shearer. Coach, thank you very much for taking time with us.
My pleasure to be here.
And thank you for your support of Goldey-Beacom College Athletics.